Hi, this is Terrell from Chix. I'm the Clever Chick, and today I'm lucky to be able to meet with Chris, our audiovisual expert from Chix. He's going to show me how to work the entertainment system in one of the top-of-the-line Airstream models. Let's go inside. I'm here with Chris, our audio and visual expert, and he's going to show us how to use the entertainment system that comes standard in your Airstream models. So first question I have for you is, how do we use the radio?
The radio. So first thing you want to do is you want to turn on the unit here. Now this is the Sony digital receiver, and it has many features, but it controls all of the audio for your Airstream trailer. And the first thing you want to do is up here on the left is the source off button. So we're going to push that, and now our Sony digital receiver is on. So if we want to do radio, first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the source until it says tuner on the display. So we hit it. Now it's got tuner. So now the tuner is displayed, and we have FM. Now if you want to change between FM and AM, hit mode, and then of course your volume up and down just like that, and then your tune up and down for your preset tunes.
Great.
And then over if you want to do like seek. That's how we get the AM and FM on, depending on what you need. You can switch between the bands, either FM or AM, and all your presets, and just like a normal car radio.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. What if I've got all my music on a USB device, like a media player of some sort, that I carry with me all the time? Is that possible to then bring that music inside?
Most people do have a USB device media player of some type, and this thing is great in the sense that it will completely control the USB device,
right,
skip songs and all of that stuff, and it has two places that you can put it. The first one, the most convenient place to get to, especially if you have a long USB cable or something like that, is the external USB right here.
Okay.
USB device right here. We just want to plug it in. We have the radio on right now, so we just plug this in. Then again, we go to our source off button to select the source. Now we want to select our USB device. So we hit this until it says USB device. USB, and now there's two different settings for the USB device. There's the external one here and an internal one. To switch between them, you hit mode button. Looking for USB internal. We're not using that one, we're using the external one. So I'll go back to the USB external. And now I've got my USB, and my media player will automatically start playing. Now if you want to get to your menu systems for the artist or a particular song, there's a little blue button right here that has a little magnifying glass on it, kind of like a search feature in a computer. So you click that, and now I've got all my album, artist, genre, my playlists, my individual tracks. This little knob here, besides being just the volume, it's a cross. You can go up and down, left and right to move around the display. You can also click into it, and now I can see my tracks. And now I can adjust my tracks by either using that, or I can also click down.
Okay.
Now, to use the USB internal one, on the right-hand side of the display is an open button. The faceplate will flip down. Inside is what they call the tune tray. The tune tray has a little space here, and it says push to open, and you just push that, it's spring-loaded, and it'll come sliding on out like that. Really neat feature.
Right, because then that gets it up out of the way.
Gets it out of the way.
Cords hanging
you don't have
down.
to worry about it falling off of something.
Yeah.
So then you just take it, slide your device in there, and then since I have a longer cable, there is room in there in the Sony digital receiver to put it in there, and I just leave the USB cable hanging out like that. I just kind of slide it up in there. Now it's kind of tricky to get in. This is one thing you really want to pay attention to. If I just try to push this, it's not going to really go. So you kind of, or try to slide it, it will jam. So what you want to do is you push and slide at the same time, and then just kind of leave it hanging out like this. And then you can connect it while it's sitting out like this. Slide it up in there. Close it. It's checking. It's not seeing it. But remember, we were on the external one.
Right.
So this time, we want to hit our mode button again. USB internal. Flashes up. Now it's checking. It should recognize it.
Looks like it's
Yep.
found it right
there
away.
There it is.
So internal and external, the real difference is internal allows you to have your device concealed. External, you have it out, but you also have a little bit easier access if you're you don't want it tucked away forever.
Right, and then you can still access the media player while it's connected if there's something specific you want to do that this doesn't allow you to control.
Right, multitask.
Another thing is, if you have a device in here inside for a very long period of time, this whole unit can get hot. Your media player and the Sony digital receiver can also start to get warm. If that happens, just go ahead and take it out. Again, push the tray open, let it slide on out.
And go back to the external.
Go back to the external. And then you can set your device up here, up on the Blu-ray player, or up on a shelf out of the way. Keep everything nice and cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how we use the USB devices. You know, this thing is pretty much always on.
Right.
But some people may want to turn it all the way off, and the best way to do that is you just hold this off button for a considerably amount of time. Then your screen will go all the way dark. Now it's not drawing.
When the lights are off, then you know that you're not drawing any power.
Correct.
That's great. So I also had some questions for you about how to get the television up and running.
Yeah, so when you pull into a new place, you want to watch some TV. So let's move on over to the television and we'll check that out.
Great, all right. So Chris, can you tell me how to get the televisions working and synced up?
Yeah, so when you pull into a campsite or a new area or whatever, you're going to have to do what they call programming your television. And what that does is go and finds all the channels that are available in your area.
Okay.
Now, if you're with a RV park or something like that where they have cable, you still have to do that, but you need to make sure you switch the TV over to cable. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to grab your TV remote right here, hit the power button and turn your TV on. Then you want to go to your menu button, and the menu button is right in the center of the remote. You want to go to the menu button. And then you want to scroll down to where it says antenna. And then this is right now we're off of air. So we're getting broadcast channels over the airways. This is where if you were in an RV park, you would switch to cable and we would program it. Since we're not hooked up to cable, it's not there. So we'll go back to air and then you hit the enter button to get out of that. Then you go to auto program and hit enter.
Okay.
And you want to do start for air. And now this can take a little bit. This can take a little while. You want to go ahead and just let it go through its whole thing, and then it'll go to the first available channel once it's completely finished.
Okay, and this looks very similar to setting up my TV at home.
There's nothing different between these televisions and what you would have at home if you have a modern flat screen LCD or any of those type of high definition television. And there we go, we're all done. So now it's got all these channels memorized, and that's it.
Right.
That's it, and that's all you need to do.
Do you need to do that for each television?
Yes, correct. For each TV. Now in this model, we have a TV up here in the common room, and then also in the back in the bedroom, there is another TV, and you must also program that one. They need to be programmed individually because the TV itself is what's actually looking at the channels.
Great. So as many TVs, flat screen ones that you have, you'll have to go through the same process.
Right. And then also, if you move out of the area, go to another park or another campsite and set up camp, you'll have to reprogram it as well.
Right, because you might be getting different stations.
Right. One thing I do want to bring up is that Airstream provides you a quick operating tips. This will come with your packet when you buy your new Airstream, and it will also have all these steps listed on there and some of the steps that we're going to go over in the advanced videos. And we're going to right after this video, we'll have the advanced audio and then the advanced video, and those will go through some more of the advanced features of the audio video system in the Airstream trailer.
One of the things that we didn't talk about is the presentation.
Oh, yes, yes. And I saw you did a video on how to use the mounting arm to change the viewing angle of the TV, and it was a really great video. So why don't we let our viewers take a look at that video now?
Absolutely. To adjust the angle on the television in the Airstream, what you want to do is a combination of pulling down on the release latch beneath the TV and reaching up and pulling on the bar that's used to support the TV behind it. You want to be very careful that you're using a supported area of the television and not just pulling on the corners of the television itself. So once the latch has been released, you can then adjust the angle of the television to however you're configured in the room.
Great job on explaining
on
how to use this properly and move it around properly and secure it back. And so that's all the tips I have for a quick start guide to get everybody running on it.
Great. Well, thank you, Chris. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
So that does it. We went through the quick start on how to get your radio up and running, how to hook up your own USB media device, And finally, how to get the television channels programmed. As you know, your Airstream dealer is a great resource if you want some additional tips on how to run it, or there's also always in either your user's manual, owner's manual, or this quick guide for other tips as far as how to get these things started. Remember, proper maintenance and care will keep you and your Airstream happy for years to come. Find more tips on Airstream.com or visit your local Airstream dealer.